And after these things, it came to pass that the cupbearer of the king of Egypt and his baker had offended their lord, the king of Egypt. And Pharaoh was angry against two of his officials, against the chief of the cupbearers and against the chief of the bakers. And he put them under guard in the house of the chief of the executioners, into the prison, the place where Joseph was confined. And the chief of the executioners put Joseph in charge of them, and he served them. And they continued for days under guard. And they dreamed a dream, both of them, each man his dream in one night, each man according to the interpretation of his dream, the cupbearer and the baker of the king of Egypt, who were bound in the prison. And when Joseph came to them in the morning and looked upon them, and behold, they were sad. And he asked Pharaoh's officials who were with him under guard in his lord's house, saying, "Why are your faces sad today?" And they said to him, "We have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it." And Joseph said to them, "Do not interpretations belong to God? Now tell it to me." And the chief cupbearer told his dream to Joseph, and said to him, "In my dream, behold, a vine was before me. And in the vine were 3 branches, and it was as if it budded, and its blossoms shot up, and the clusters of it brought forth ripe grapes. And Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and I gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand." And Joseph said to him, "This is the interpretation of it. The 3 branches are 3 days. Yet within 3 days Pharaoh shall lift up your head and restore you to your place. And you shall deliver Pharaoh's cup into his hand, just as you did when you were his cupbearer. But remember me when it is well with you, and please show kindness to me, and make mention of me to Pharaoh, and bring me out of this place. For indeed I was stolen away out of the land of the Hebrews, and here also have I done nothing that they should put me into the dungeon." When the chief baker saw the interpretation was good, he said to Joseph, "I also saw in my dream, and 3 baskets of white bread were on my head. And in the top basket were all kinds of baked foods for Pharaoh, and the birds ate them out of the basket upon my head." And Joseph answered and said, "This is the interpretation of it. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Yet within 3 days Pharaoh shall lift up your head from off you, and shall hang you on a tree, and the birds shall eat your flesh from off you." And it came to pass on the 3rd day, Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast for all his servants. And he lifted up the head of the chief cupbearer and of the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief cupbearer back into his cupbearer office again, and he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. But he hanged the chief baker, even as Joseph had interpreted to them. Yet the chief cupbearer did not remember Joseph, but forgot him.